So after posting that video of Bearnie going in his kennel, I had a few of you guys requesting that I do a more in-depth video on crate training and to talk about the 3 biggest struggles that most people have at some point when they are crate training their puppy. So we will go over today the 3 biggest struggles, and we have Affo here with us. Good boy. Affo is a mini Bernedoodle, and if you stick around until the end, then I have a cute little story about his name. But today we will get started, and the first struggle that most people have is getting their puppy to go in the kennel on command. And I actually, I did a video before this trying to get my video together for this channel, and I had him go in the kennel, so he might go right in. If he does, then I will explain what to do if he doesn't. Affo. Kennel. Good boy. So when you're teaching a puppy to go in his kennel, he's only done it one other time besides this, so he's still not great. It always takes consistency, but when you're getting a puppy to go in his kennel, good boy. You want to have a high reward treat or toy, whatever it is that your puppy likes. We use chicken or turkey. Today we have turkey. Good boy. Good boy. Affo. Kennel. Good boy. Good boy. You can see it usually only takes just a few times to get him to go in his kennel. Good boy. Come on. And what it usually looks like is when you're trying to get him to go in the kennel, they'll put their head in, and if they were to do that, then I would reward. And if they were to put 1 paw or 2 paws in, then I would give a bigger reward. Good boy. Come on. Good boy. Go all the way. Come on. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. And when we did his first video of him going in the kennel, then he didn't want to go in. So what I did is I got a larger reward. You can see I have a larger reward this time, so he's a little bit more excited to get in there. Good boy. Come on. Good boy. And if the larger reward didn't work, then what I would do is go even bigger. Ready? Good boy. Come on. Look at that. And I would just throw it in there, and he will run right in there. That usually works for most puppies. Good boy. And I don't want to give him a too big of a reward because I want him to keep working for me. And puppies, they have a short attention span. So depending on the puppy, I mean, it can be as short as 15 seconds, 20 seconds, 30 seconds. It just depends on the individual. Good boy. And shake. Good shake. And the second biggest struggle is puppy whining. And that is something every single puppy will do. Good boy. Come on. Go in. All the way. Come in. Good boy. So when we talk about puppy whining, the biggest tip I have is to get your puppy on the schedule and to make sure that they have had the chance to go potty, they've had the chance to play, so they understand, okay, this is my quiet time. Good boy. And where he's not whining, I'm going to give him a treat. Good boy. Good boy. And if he started whining, I would not give him any attention whatsoever. I wouldn't shush him. I would just ignore him until he was either sitting or laying down quietly. Good boy. We don't want the crate to be associated with something that is a punishment or something bad. We want to make sure that they learn to enjoy the crate because it is an important tool that you can use to prevent destruction in your home when you're gone or when you can't be watching them 100% of the time. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Good. Good boy. And I like my puppies to have all 4 paws on the ground before I give them a reward. I don't want them to be touching the door, I don't want them to be touching the sides or trying to scratch or get out. So I will wait until all 4 paws are on the floor before I reward. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Wait. Okay, come on. Good boy. And the third most common struggle is accidents in the kennel. And again, the biggest tip here is going to be a daily schedule. If your puppy is randomly placed in his crate, he's going to be more likely to potty in his crate than if he were on a schedule and you know, okay, he usually goes potty at this time, he eats at this time, then you're gonna have much greater success keeping your puppy on a schedule. And in the beginning, we like to stay as strict as possible on that schedule so that we can create good habits. Good boy. And the second is before you put him in his kennel or crate, make sure that he has gone potty. Face the camera, babe. Make sure he's gone potty and that he has had a chance to let his energy out and that he's been outside long enough to go all the way. A lot of puppies will go and pee just a small amount because they are excited and they want to play. So it's a good idea to make sure that you stay outside long enough for him to go potty. And that's usually 10 to 15 minutes where they will go about 3 times throughout that time frame. And a lot of you have asked about the crate that we use. I will attach a link in the bio that you can look at. This is a very simple, easy crate to use. So I get one that's bigger than I need because I want to make sure that they are comfortable once they can go in a larger area and not have an accident. So we will have the separator, and depending on how big they are, then we will start even as small as like 5 sections. So we don't want them to have an area that they can go potty and they can get out of it, because that will encourage them to go potty in their crate. So we want to make sure that it's small enough that if they were to go potty, then they would, technically they'd have to be in there. So we have the separator that we can go larger with him throughout the night. We don't even need the separator anymore. But we did start off when he was smaller. We started pretty small and now he is okay with the full crate. Good boy. So the story about his name is that when his family told me that his name was Affo, they said his name was Affogato. And I had never heard that name. I'd never heard the word, actually. And they told me that it was an Italian dessert. So my husband and I, we ran over to the store and we grabbed all the ingredients to make this dessert, because we are dessert people. Every time we go out, we eat our dessert first. So we tried this, and it's an ice cream with a coffee topping, and it was so good. And every time that we see Affo or we hear the name now, like I can taste a sweet taste in my mouth. So thank you to Affo's family for naming him that, because it is just something fun that I will remember every time I hear the word. And that is all that we have for you guys today.